EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Here we go. Mike 54. Let's go, defense.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Elliott running right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. Cooper in for a difficult matchup this afternoon. He's going to have to deal with Malcolm Butler, and that's certainly going to be a confrontation to watch.
And what coaches have told me around the league about Malcolm Butler is that he adjusts so well throughout games. If he sees a route one time, he stores it away, and if you come back to the same route out of the same formation, he's liable to jump all over it. Going to be an excellent matchup all game long.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
54. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. The 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stay with your man. Single 154, wide in. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Protein spill. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Ready, break.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And Walker has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Titans nothing.
You ready? 53 is the mic. I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you through.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Prescott finding Witten. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Got it. 53, check 53. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 3rd down, Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. Past the 20. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, high 7.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
60 outlaw.
Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 2nd and 9. Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Tannehill, but he locates Walker, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Come on. 5.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They go to Elliott again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Wesley Woodyard on the tackle. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Prescott. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ezekiel Elliott. Wesley Woodyard on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
There you go. 4-8.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
54. Bring it. Bring it.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
15. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check, check. Lucky.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 53. Mike. Yeah. Ready.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. This is going to be caught by Sharp for a Tennessee touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Titans have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is now 14-10. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Prescott now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
Now Prescott. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Succa, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. Mike spot 4. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
65.
They'll run with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.
so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these pay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Don't let him breathe. Over.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
Nice clean.
At the 49-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run it with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Green 18.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here I come.
Deuce.
Go to 50. Green 18.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Graham. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
61. Match box right.
Kill.
Hustle snap.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Irvin to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Check recon. 132 fighter.
On the delay, Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
At the 41-yard line.
Green 18.
54 Mike.
You must be dreaming.
Check. Crunch.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
318. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 319.
Check 24. Check 24.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Titans nothing.
No. 319. Run right.
54. All day, dog. Watch the shift.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Small 26. Blue draw quarter.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
319.
54. I got
it.
On second down, it's Jones. Room to run inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, let's get some side.
Let's get some penetration. Shoot. Rush in.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Blue 58. Think you gonna get this boy? You think you gonna get this?
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Okay, double up. Slip.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get 300. Get 300.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
General West.
On third down, here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That's it. Big hit.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Ready, break.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. He's got Lewis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down now, it's Henry. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now it's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score, Packers 10, Titans 7.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Their catch made it the 25.
We got this.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's see what you got.
Snap comes at 1. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The final shot before half for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1.
You might get tired of seeing this. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Take that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him on to the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A first down carry for Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Tannehill of the offense with a first and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Tannehill, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. This is caught. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Titans have taken the lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
319. 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
26. Mike 5-4. Hey, 88. Pilot, 64. Weak. 36.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Rodgers. That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. There of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
He'll look to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Rodgers to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
60 or. I'm here all day. No.
And the busy night for Henry continues. He finds an opening past the 40.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.